Hello everyone, and welcome back to another film of Farming Simulator 15 Gold Edition with me, Blue Star. How's everyone doing? As you can see, we had our tractor here working in our biogas, continue to slowly offload there. Where's that? Here we go. We got our harvester. The harvest is in. Went ahead and sped up time while we were off camera and, brought our harvest in. As you can see, I've got the combine here working on cleaning these fields up of barley, leaving the straw behind, because if you remember our last film, we had started working with these tractors here, the baler right here in front of us, the auto bale loader here, starting to get things together because, as you can see on the left side of my screen there, cow productivity is only a 45%, so I'm wanting to increase that on up, get that up to 100%. So to do that, I mentioned we had to get mixed rations going. So one of the things I want to do was to come over here and get the next stages done, and hopefully by the end of this film today we will have that completed. So I'm actually auto driving right now, or not auto driving, I'm driving. Simply just gonna trace the wind pass right here of what the harvester did. As you see, there goes one grass bale there. Like I said, last bit doesn't come out until after you start picking up something else. Looks like we're gonna have, oops, whoa, I'm a little off. Second grass one should be dropping about any time now. There it goes. As you can see, because even though the little bit of grass we had in there, it converted all this to what is called a straw bale. There we go, starting to drop it all off there. So I'll simply run back and forth here real quick, making some straw bales. A little bit, if y'all remember, if y'all watched 2 videos ago, I ended up making a video that I actually couldn't speak in. I did a few little text message things on screen. Just trying to keep a video come out on a routine basis for all of you who are watching. With that being said, there's 2 things that I'm going to bring up. One is I noticed today, just before I started recording, that I am up to 999 views. So thank all of you who have been watching all my different videos. I appreciate it. So number 1,000 literally could be out before this video comes out, or literally, the very first viewer who watches this one could be my 1,000th viewer. So thank you, and I appreciate it to all of those of you who've been watching the films. The second thing is I've kind of been bothered a little bit. Just before I recorded that video, right before I completely lost my entire voice, I actually went to the doctor's office, trying to figure out, what's going on. Why I've all suddenly out of nowhere I've fallen so ill and sick, and I could barely talk. And he's actually scheduled me to, just a second. Sorry about that. I don't know if y'all just heard a high-pitched whistle that just went by, but something's on the street going by outside. He's actually scheduled, my doctor wants to do a follow-up, and he's actually sending me to a sleep specialist because they're thinking that I may have what they call sleep apnea. And I actually go in this evening to do my testing. after, you know, just the consultation of talking with the doctor, he's already, without doing the testing, about 90-95% sure that I do have sleep apnea. Come to find out, you know, it's actually pretty common. Most of the people in the world, especially men, do have some type of form of sleep apnea and do need a little bit of assistance with it. So I'm a little bit nervous, you know, and that's on the back of my mind right now, you know, and knowing I'm going in for that this evening. So while y'all are watching this, actually, if I have my timing right, this video will probably be coming out midnight tonight by the time I get it uploaded, if I don't have any upload issues. While it's coming out, you know, I'll be at that sleep study trying to, you know, have them diagnose, see what's going on, and come up with a treatment plan of what needs to be done, you know, or what would be the best steps to try to help me with that. So that's a little bit about what's going on in my life here lately. Going back on, let's see here. I think I'm gonna finish this one row and see how many bells we have here. Okay, let's park the tractor over here off the field just a little bit. He's almost done. He's still working. Oops, that's the tractor I wanted. Excuse me. Now you can mix and match. There is no issue with putting, you know, straw and grass bales on this loader. I normally don't, because you have to be able to, you know, get to the different stacks of the different bells as needed. So I'm just gonna pick up my couple of grass bells that are out here. That brings me up to what, 50%, so 8 bells, 8 grass bells there. This one right here will make number 9. Okay, now we want to put this where it's going to be kind of somewhat easily accessible, but at the same time, you know, not directly in the way of anything. See if I can squeeze in right here. Okay, let's see, it says O for unloading. That should work right there. Press O one more time to drop it. Pull forward. O third time to lower the platform back into position. Now we unfold the arm one more time. Now I could have actually, instead of, you know, manually driving the baler like I just did, I could have, you know, used my course play and plotted a route, had, you know, the windrower run, then have the baler follow it, then have this guy follow in the end. There we go. Makes about number 7. So 8, 9, 10. I'll probably go ahead and finish, you know, belling the rest of this. Should get what, maybe 2-3 bells max more out of this. This one last little strip down right here. And yeah, nope, shouldn't get 4. Very close to it. If I can stand this one up right here beside the other one. I'm going to press O to let it start unfolding and lifting. Right there. Press O, drop it down. Go forward and O to fold it up. Okay. You're done. So let's actually build 8 silo. Nearest waypoint. Right now. Up to next point. Cool, just perfect timing on this guy. I need to borrow him now. And stop. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, you got stuck. Thank you. Let's go ahead and get you across the bridge. Drive course, stop at point. Please don't get stuck, please don't get stuck, please don't get stuck. Thank you. Okay, stop driver. Try and go ahead and send these guys off to the next field, that way they'll go ahead and get ready. 8. There's point. Thank you. Now back to this guy. I want to drop the bucket and only the bucket, thank you. I want to keep the rest of it. Excuse me. Because there's 2 things we're going to need. First of all is the bell spike. This one's for the round bell, so I don't need it. I actually want the spike. Buy a bell spike. And the next thing I'm going to want is feeding technology. We got the money, so we're going to go ahead and do the auto self-drive one right here. All right, thank you. Now we just got to run down to the farm store and pick up our new equipment. As you can see, our corn harvest is in right here. If you are questioning, you're seeing on the little mini map down there, the little blinky yellow dump spot. That is because there is a great demand. I'll stop here quick to show you. There's a great demand that's in, but we can't take advantage of it because it's none other than potatoes, and we have none. So, yep, no great demand that we can take advantage of. So, have to pay attention to that. Hopefully, you know, with us starting to get, you know, the cow productivity all the way up, we got our BGA biogas plant, you know, working. We can actually start to get a lot newer and bigger equipment here very soon. I'm also looking at, you know, getting hopefully, you know, some more fields. Okay, already here. Should be right over there. Yep, you can see the grab a little bit of fuel on the way by here. Oh, I think I see my pitchfork. And my new feeding is inside. I think that's kind of neat. Just, you know, mentioning something about the gold here is every time you buy a new piece of, you know, tractor or combine or something, from what I can tell, if it's, you know, self-drivable, it's always inside, where the implements are, you know, put outside here in the parking lot for you. I think, you know, that's just kind of neat that it does that. I think that's a little bit more, you know, what do you call that, a kudo design to Giants for coming up with that, you know, making different spawn locations for the different pieces of equipment that you buy. So, run here across the little river. Definitely like the improved in the graphics. You know, being able to see looks like the water ripples down there, even from as far as back as we are. I actually had a discussion with a coworker of mine the other day. You know, how much, since even I was a kid, I can remember, you know, some of the games that came out and the options and how much, you know, graphics has changed. You know, going back to the original, you know, I can remember the Atari. Now, the Atari was actually out long before I was born, and I can remember. It was mainly my older brothers that had it, but I do remember them having a working Atari when I was a kid, and playing, you know, a couple of games on it. Actually, what brought up the conversation was we were talking is when we mentioned that is somehow we were talking about Wreck-It Ralph, and you know how Wreck-It Ralph threw in a lot of the old games and stuff, and I remembered, you know. My original first game that I ever got in my lifetime was called Q*bert. You know, and Q*bert had a very, very small segment in Wreck-It Ralph for those of you who watched it. You know, they didn't do anything about what the game was for Q*bert. But that was my very first video game ever, was Q*bert. And it just brought up some old memories, you know, and the original game design and how far technology has come and changed and done. You know, we went from a little orange round kind of squiggly mark on the screen to now, you know, we got full details and writing on the side of this equipment. You know, just lots and lots of options here. Okay, I'm bringing this around here and get it somewhat ready. Out right in here. Excuse me. Okay, stop. I should have just left that. That course never hurts nothing. Just get it off the screen. Open up my auto combine here. We are going to the right. We are going to be doing a circle path. Okay, and hire helper. You're not supposed to have a 1. You're supposed to have a 1. I mean a 0. You're supposed to have a 1. Okay. So unless they've changed the ratio of how I remember this, it should be 1 and 1. Okay, I need to get rid of the course play. Yeah. I almost question if I got too many bells here. This is a small tractor. Okay. We can handle this. Just gonna barely bump it. Thank you. Put it down and back out. Come on. Thank you. Be one of the few times it'd be nice to actually have 2 people actually in the game. As you can see right there, it's already brought up the mix ratio on our screen on the upper left, and it says straw 100%. And it gives us some bars here. These are the ratios you want. You want straw between here and here. You want your silage between this marker and this marker, and this marker and this marker. So if I've done it, if it works like I remember, hopefully that won't have any problems. We'll find out in just a minute. I should be able to get roughly 33% on my ratios here, or close to that. Okay, cool. No problems there. There we go. As you see now, we're at 50-50. 50 hay, 50 straw. Now we just got to finish getting silage here, and because this thing will front load, we don't have to switch that bucket to finish loading. We just turn it on and drive in. Just start to pick up the silage. There we go. Gotta ease forward just a little bit. As you can see, everybody's in the blue. And there we go. 33.3% of everything. 33 1/3. Those who like to say it in fractions. And simply gonna pull in here just like this. Now, one thing I do want to do is I'm going to actually note something down. Come over here to my cow productivity. Where's my ink pen? There it is. is what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down, our current levels of what we have. So very simple. Let's see, it's 5 cows, 44%, 900, 149, 7305, 00, 11, 440, 8,064, and then 892. The main ones that I'm actually focused on are going to be these three right here. The feeding through mixed ratio, the feeding through silage, and the feeding through grass and straw. Actually, it's going to be these 1, 2, 3, 4 that I'm going to be paying attention to, because I hit the Q button here to offload it. If I remember, in 13, when you gave them mixed rations, they did not eat grass anymore, nor did they eat straight silage. Okay. As you see, mixed rations is now up to 1,200. Now what I'm going to do is, I don't want a lot, but I'm going to reach out here and just, scoop up some just a little bit of silage on its own. No mixed rations, but, just pure silage here. Oops. As I crash a brand new piece of equipment. There we go. Now, let me actually put beside these real quick the changes. That's going to be 11999. It's almost 12,000. 577. That's still 1140. Okay. Yeah, might as well go ahead and get some more. And slightly increase time. I'm gonna increase it to a multiplier of 5. That way, I don't take the chance of causing my corn out there to wither before my harvester can get a chance to get over there to it. Go ahead and do another load here real quick. This hay mill right here. Okay. Oh, I just noticed it. Did y'all notice on the left side something's changed? If you notice, looking at my inspector mod, cow productivity has completely vanished off the screen. Go ahead and finish filling this up. Slow time back down. And productivity has went to 100%. That's why it's not shown no more, because it's maxed out, just like the sheep are. Manure went up slightly. Yeah, it went up from a 9149 to a 9166. So yeah, just the rotation of the timing. Manure went up just a hair. Our feeding through mixed rations went from 11,999 to 11,977. Our silage was a 577, still there. Our grass was 11,440. It hasn't changed. Our straw still has dropped, so the straw still being used. And obviously the storage and milk has went from an 892 to a 942. That's increased quite a bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and dump this in here, as much of it it'll take. Wow, it took the whole thing. Y'all eat a lot, and there's only 5 of you. That is something I've started noticing. I remember in 13 you were able to see the cows move a little bit, and here they look like statues. So they increased the graphics of the water and some of the grass and field movement, but now the cows are statues again. I can do this one more time. Might as well, go ahead and get them fully fed. Okay. Is it going to hold all? Is it going to hold 3? Okay, it stopped. There it is. They have enough feeding for 6 days at 29,717. You're in the way. I don't know. How dare you get in the way? I just realized something, guys. Oops. If you look there straight ahead, that is the other head to go on the combine for the corn, and it's all the way back here. Now, I do know sometimes on some of the versions, some of the tractors do and do not have the ability to. Nope. Looks like that's not an option here. You know, sometimes some of these could have been picked up by another tractor. You know, they can't use it, but they can at least carry it. And you're not one of them. Okay, so I got to bring the combine all the way back here just to pick up the corn head there. Unless I've got the one to fit the small one, not the big one. Don't have enough for the next combine yet. I got enough for the baby one, but not. Yeah, that's the one I have right there. Suitable for the 595. All right, not quite enough to get the new combine yet. See if I can outrun the tractor here back. I drive it myself versus, you know, letting it follow the route. Max speed. Well, right now, because I'm cutting the corner, I'm ahead. I'm going to stay to the left here. That way if it's outrunning me, it can pass me on the right. Have to run back, pick up that head. That we're going to do a cornfield next. Our great big humongous 7 or 7.2. That we expanded it. I thought it might be slightly faster than me. Oh, that's right. I just remembered. Remember, I recorded that route originally back with the I think it was called the Crystal, one of the original starting tractors. That older school looking tractor, and I think its top speed was 19. So the fact the harvester can do 18, I think it's gaining on me. You kind of see that. Look at the little dot down there. It'll stop at that waypoint for about a second, then chase me across a bridge. See, there's that waiting point. It just flashed and then went away. Went ahead and just folded the harvester up. I have no clue when the last time was I folded it up like that. Probably since we started this game. How many ever game days ago that was? Stop. because now you need to go to the next field, which is 7.5. Drive. Go. We're racing here. I guess a good turn on the beacon. We are actually traveling the road. Flashers, flashers, flashers. Nope, I don't have it. I don't remember his button. Oh, there it is. Haha, found it. It was the number pad keys. Number 1. Okay. Oh. Number 1 turns on the left blinker. 3 turns on the right blinker. And 2 is your 4 ways. Wow, this thing really needs to be washed. That kind of looks a little mean, doesn't it? To a degree. Something like that came charging at you. Oh, I see him coming in. The yellow dot's coming in. He's chasing us. I'm going to take a shortcut back here. Just that way we can go ahead and get this guy going. Okay, he's already set to make a right turn and go around the edges of the field. Go ahead and open up here. There we go. Already 21% full on the corn. I don't know if I have any eggs on me or not, but if we do, we're going to sell them. Cha-ching! $113 worth. Okay, I'm going to stop you temporarily. The main thing is if you look, the end of this actually goes right up there in the middle of the corn. And I want to give the harvester a chance to go on by first. That way we don't get in his way. Okay. Why'd we stop? I had the cedar planter back there. Thought it was in the way. Let me line you up here. Help it with a turn here. it's still going to have issues. There we go. You're passing the point where this guy needs to stop, so finish driving up to it. And with it already being over 40%, should go and offload it right away. Which you do. Yay! Yeah, that's a little bit of a graphic glitch if we want to go ahead and, continue talking about the different graphics in the games, guys. Yeah, we all know what would really be happening to the corn stalks right there, that tractor driving out there. I think that's the reason why, if I'm right, I have seen a harvester like this, for a cornfield here in Texas. Okay, we're going to argue over the turn here. The combine typically goes the other way. That way its chute arm is out over the open field or where it's not needed yet. Alright guys, I'll go ahead and finish harvesting this off screen. I've still got some other work to do. For example, I need to pick up my baling wagon over there and pick up the rest of the straw in that field there. Start planting these fields. Look at our inventory here. Our grass and silage has not moved at all. We're still going to have to continue giving straw, which is going to be good while I got the baling wagon here. I can go ahead and top that off. Oh, actually, I hadn't even ticked yet. But we'll look at those numbers. There it is one last time for those of you who want to write it down to look at the levels when we come back. For our next film, see how much the levels have changed, especially by the time I finish harvesting this cornfield here. Like I said, I'll go ahead and do that off screen, guys. The other thing I was going to look at, come back over here. Okay, we had that great demand for barley. We're back up to 53,000, so we need more barley. Corn's at 27. That's after one field, so another field should be 27 again. So our three fields of barley is yielding more than what the corn does. So we'll probably have to make another cornfield. Actually, watch this. How big are you, field 7? Where's my sprint key? There it is. We got $300,000. A 1.9 hectare acre field for 60,000. Why not? I'll go ahead and probably off screen, guys, or actually, no, I'll probably bring y'all back into a great seeding thing. We'll seed all of our fields up. We'll start and get more fields. As you see, we just bought field 13 there, so we'll make it and field 7 a cornfield. Try to get our corn stalks up. Like I said, I will go ahead and finish the harvest off screen, guys. Thanks for watching. For those of you who know a little bit about sleep apnea, you will be knowing what I'm going through tonight. Hopefully, the doctor will get good results and we'll get a game plan together and help me start getting better quality sleep. Again, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Please hit the like, the share, the subscribe buttons, guys. It is how me and the other YouTubers who produce these videos get our channels to grow. And thank you again. And congratulations. I have no clue who it'll be. Whoever actually literally watches my next video will be my 1,000th viewer watching my videos. So thank you to whoever you will be. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye for now.